So I'm going to be making some little teapot cutouts for the top of a soap I am making. So I've already rolled out all my soap, so it's ready to go. I'm going to use this impression mat. I don't know if you can see the pattern that came from Lorena's Sweets. It's part of this set. The same concept works with pretty much any impression mat. So you could, I know Amazon sells some, usually they're larger. These are specifically for a cookie set, but like I said, you can kind of do this concept with, I think, any impression mat. So I am just getting this pulled out. I'm going to put this back over it. I'm going to take my mat and I'm just going to lie it on top. Then I have this little handheld roller and I'm going to roll that into the mat. Or the mat, I guess you say, into the soap. And it leaves behind, I don't know if you can see, the a little bit of the pattern of the map, the impression mat. And then I'm just going to cookie cutter it out. So let's see. My cookie cutter, gently push it out, and you can see it has it's not showing up very well. It has a little bit of the impression mat. Now I could roll this out harder. Let's try it with this piece. On there. I wonder if I should try this one. This one is a more distinct pattern. This one kind of goes all the way like through, like there's no beginning and end. It's just a continuous pattern. So I pushed harder on this to get a deeper impression. I don't know if you can see that. And take my teacup, gently, and now I have a little teacup outline with a bit more, just a little bit more jazz to it than a basic cutout. And you can go even further if you want. And sometimes I like to give it just a little bit of shimmer. And I will kind of coat it in my sparkle mica. I'll go grab it. Look at that. Okay. What I think I might do, I don't think I can roll over that just because it already has an impression. But I can take this portion little bit more oomph. Okay. I should have peeled this up before I started. I wasn't thinking. That's okay. And can you see the pattern? So it definitely shows up a little bit better on the blue. This is, the reason I'm doing the lighter colors is because the base is going to be a dark blue. So I wanted it to contrast. Hence why I'm doing lighter colors where this pattern doesn't show up quite as strongly. So let me go grab my mica and I'll show you how you can coat it if you want to give it a little bit of sparkle. This is Snowflake Sparkle from Brambleberry, and it just has like a little bit of glitter in it. And basically, I'm just going to gently brush it over, and it just makes the pattern stand out and sparkle a little bit more. Can you see that? I don't know, I just like the little extra bling it adds to it. So yeah, that's how I make these little cutouts with some and a little bit of a pattern or design on them. So easy to do. I'm gonna go ahead and make the rest of these for my soap, and then I will be back to actually make the soap.
these were not, so it's just a tad bit bigger than 1 inch. By the time I got them across the bar, I could only get 15 instead of 16. It was just enough that it threw it off. So then I had to change the whole thing, and then I just randomly threw them on. But now you have this top, which you can kind of see that's a teacup, but you have no idea what these pieces are. So some of them, like, okay, that you can probably figure out. It's teapot, teacup. This one definitely, this one okay, but not all of them. So I was just a little frustrated. I also did the same thing I did with the sunflower soap and changed the mold I was using, which was stupid. I shouldn't have done that because I didn't have quite enough soap. So these are not quite as big as I wanted them. So let's weigh it. Like, yeah, 4.1 ounces. So by the time these cure, they're going to be just under probably 4 ounces, which is the same thing I did with my sunflower. I don't know, like, it's very, the gradient is subtle, but I wanted more, I guess, contrast. Like, I just don't know. I mean, they're fine. They're not bad. It's just, I think I was frustrated from the start with just a number of things. And so I ended up just being frustrated overall, right? Like, so just so many things did not really quite go as planned that what I saw in my head is not what this finished soap ended up being. So, I don't know. I mean, it smells good. I actually really quite like the scent, but I was just a little bummed with the top design, and I just feel like there's not enough contrast. I mean, it's there. I think I'm just being picky. I know that, but I was hoping for more contrast, I guess. Well, there you have it.